Are you paranoid about America's state-of-the-art surveillance system? Well, you should be, according to Tony Scott's 1998 film, Enemy of the State, starring Will Smith and Gene Hackman, a film that goes to great lengths to impose its view on the government's surveillance tactics and invasion of personal rights. In this adventure, an everyman lawyer, Robert Clayton Dean, played by Will Smith, who has a wife and son, through an incidental mix-up, receives video-captured evidence of corrupt Senator Reynolds, played by John Veidt, killing a congressman. Senator Reynolds goes to any lengths with the aid of his NSA goons to retrieve that evidence, which puts Dean's life in jeopardy. Edward Lyle, played by Gene Hackman, comes to Dean's aid as the two share an important personal connection that plays a very important role in the story. The film's creepy, high-intense, action-driven story results in a very satisfying, engaging, solid film. The audience's perception on the American surveillance system is so crucial here, as several examples of the government abusing these powers is shown with the NSA goons hunting down Dean and using all kinds of despicable technology tactics that the audience might not initially think would be used. The NSA is certainly not portrayed in a good light here, yet the idea presented by the writers is that this is a rogue faction led by the corrupt Senator Reynolds. However, the audience's impression is on the characters followed through the adventure, not the characters they don't see or the characters who aren't involved in the story. Will Smith certainly brings an everyman quality to his character and brings great levity to the screen in portraying a man in the wrong place at the wrong time. However, the circumstances he finds himself in aren't completely random because of his personal connection, which opens up the possibility for Gene Hackman's Edward Lyle, an ex-NSA agent, to come into the fold and attempt to get Dean out of his predicament. The cast does a good job of supporting the theme that the government surveillance can be overly intrusive by playing off of its intense tone, which also allows the cast to explore levity to make for an entertaining story all the way around. The cast is built with a high caliber of talent, and Will Smith effectively pulls out the hero of the story who doesn't want to go on the hero's journey that he undergoes in the film. Gene Hackman nails it as a bitter and cynical surveillance nut. John Veidt is perfect as a slimy, corrupt politician, and Regina King does a fine job as Dean's wife Carla, who anchors his character. The strong thematic values in the film complement the phenomenal cast, which allows for a good character development to take place. Dean's transformation in the film is a well-executed journey. He doesn't change from day to night or anything as radical as that, but he finds the courage to do heroic things even though he isn't himself necessarily a hero in the beginning, making him the perfect lead. Gene Hackman's character Lyle is cynical throughout his scenes, but he grows to adapt to changing circumstances after losing someone close to both him and Dean, while Dean finds the capability to fight back in a situation he wants to be a part of in the first place. The screenplay is solid and finds ways to keep the characters alive and interesting to the audience by keeping conflict alive, by bringing dimensionality to situations and the characters. Dean's relationship with his wife and kid in Neverman's World is a solid one to start with, but the screenplay complicates it by emphasizing his shared personal connection to Lyle to be a source of anxiety to his wife and a reflection of Dean's past, which makes the story so much more exciting and vibrant. The writers managed to find ways to keep the pace going without letting up, while also letting the audience getting to know the characters and enjoy being around them. Tony Scott's direction over the screenplay and the added element of the cast brings a page-turning edge of your seat type vibrancy to the film. The action sequences are very colorful and engaging and inform you more about the characters' situations and the plot without wasting time. The story only really lacked in development on the Senator Reynolds character arc and failed to present the image of the honest government with surveillance against the rogue faction led by Senator Reynolds in the film. Anyways, in the end, I would say Enemy of the State is a great, fast-paced, engaging film that will assign a score of 8.5 out of 10.